Hello and welcome to today's Speedbuild. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us, and if not, then welcome back. So today I am super excited for this video, as you can probably guess, because I am building in the new beautiful world of Ciudad Enamorada. Now, I do not know if that is the correct pronunciation, so I am so sorry if I've just completely butchered that, but this is of course the new world that came with the new expansion pack Lovestruck. And when I tell you I am so excited to dive into this, I'm so excited to just give my opinions, talk about the pack, and also talk about this build because I love this build so much. I really came out of my comfort zone for this. Like, I wanted to build something that was going to fit the world really nicely. And if you don't know, the world is inspired by beautiful Mexico. And this was definitely a challenge because I've never built anything of that theme before. Now, I'm not saying that this at all resembles something that you would find in Mexico, but I do think it goes with the world really nicely. I think it kind of fits the surrounding buildings, and it's of course a residential, so I was trying to build something that would go with the things around it, which are like apartments and such, but not look super out of place. You know, I didn't want it to stick out like a sore thumb. I didn't want to just plop a little suburban in here and call it a day. So I was like, I'm gonna actually try and follow this vibe the best I can, and I think I did an okay job. Now, I'm building on the lot, which I honestly, I don't even want to try and pronounce it, but you can see it in the top left hand corner. That is the lot that I'm building on. So if you want to download this, there's where to place it. Now, I am going to say this build, we don't use any packs apart from Lovestruck, so it's really good and accessible for anyone that does not have any packs, or someone that is looking to get Lovestruck and you're not really sure, like, you know, how it's going to be, how it's going to go with the base game. I feel like this is really nice because I only use Lovestruck and the base game for this video. So yeah, if you want to download this, that's the only pack you will need. And I am going to talk about like my opinions on how I think it flows with base game. To me, that's a very important thing. When you're talking about a pack, it's definitely very important that the pack flows well with base game, because if not, it's not really accessible to most people. Now, most people do not have every single pack. I do not have every single pack. I do have all the expansions. I am very aware that I am super grateful for having these, and I am, you know, super lucky, and you know, I was able to like buy these packs, and I really do consider myself very lucky for being able to buy them. And I really love that I'm able to have them, but I also don't have every single pack. I do have all the expansions, but there's a lot of kits and stuff I don't have, some stuff packs I also do not have, and yeah, I feel like the average simmer probably does not have every pack, not every expansion, like probably not every anything. I feel like there's a lot of simmers that maybe have 2 packs, maybe have like a few kits, so I feel like to me it's very important to make something that is going to be worth it for the, you know, for the consumer, which is like us. So I feel like it's important that it flow with the base game, because of course base game is free. It never used to be, which is crazy to me. I always think about that. I'm like, it never used to be free, but it is free now. And yeah, I feel like it's very important that things go with base game, because, you know, like, if you're gonna get a pack, the chances are you do not have a lot of other packs as well. So I feel like it's just nice to be able to have it fit in with base game. Now, this, I feel like I show it off really nicely. You'll be able to see everything. You'll be able to see how it flows together. I will say, as I'm placing it right now, the curved pulls, absolute game changer. They are so cute. I am so excited to make a love heart pull. I've seen so many people do it, especially in like penthouses, and I'm so ready for it. By the way, I do just want to say, I know I'm kind of like late on the whole Lovestruck video coming out. I am so sorry about that. Of course, today when you're seeing this video, it should be like the 30th, which means the pack came out like 5 days ago, but I have been building this for 5 days, and I've also been super busy, so I've been kind of like building this in between doing things, and yeah, it's been very chaotic, but I've been so excited to just kind of sit down with the pack and just, I don't know, just like build to my heart's content. Now, oh my god, this was like this was like a humbling experience. So of course, when you get a new expansion, and also when the game gets updated, which normally is every time you get like an expansion, because usually there's also a base game update, and of course the base game update was like the curved pools and like a few other things. With that, you'll get like an update, so you have to update your game, and when that happens, your mods don't really work. And so if you don't know, I use the Better Build By mod, and I also use the tool mod, both by Twisty Mexi. Now, I forgot that, like, this is a really, really good mod, and like, that is not part of the game. And I went onto the game and I was like, hey, why can't I move things, and why can't I find things? And I was so humbled. I was like, why is this happening? And then I realized, it's because the mod is not updated. And for some reason, I completely forgot that like there's cheats in The Sims. Like anyone that doesn't have these mods would just use like bb.move objects and bb. Show hidden objects and stuff. I completely forgot. So for like the longest time, I was trying to place things and they come up red. So like if you don't have move objects on, they'll come up red because everything needs to like fit in its own tile, and you can't have things overlapping, just for like gameplay purposes. Everything still works. I did playtest this, it's functional, but it's just a way, it's kind of like a EA Sims, what's the word, like it's just something they have in place, something specifically for people that are kind of making lots specifically for the world. They have that in place. Now, I just completely forgot, and I'm sitting there trying to place things, and I'm going, God, this is going to be like a really hard video. And then it just kind of snapped in my head. I was like, Hannah, just turn on the cheats. And that I did. And I don't know why. Like, it was such the experience. I don't know why I completely forgot. I think I'm just so used to that mod that I was like, no, it's just part of the game. But that has definitely made me feel very, very thankful for that mod, and I am so excited for it to get updated and actually work, so that I can place things the way I want to, and so that my debug is organized, and so that I can find things so much easier, and also so I can like move picture frames and make them look all cute and stuff, because yeah, I struggled. This was like a challenge within a challenge, but yeah, I just wanted to tell you that because I thought it was so funny that I just completely forgot. It was just one of those like mind blank moments, and yeah, it was kind of funny. But anyway, as you can see, I have started work on the back garden. Now, I did try for this build to use everything from the pack. Now that I did not quite do, because there's some stuff that is very clearly for community lots and I couldn't really use them, and some things that I just didn't get around to using because they maybe didn't go. Now, I will say with this build, I think it is more on the modern side. Now, take that as you will, because we all know by now I'm not really a modern girly. It's not my thing. I'm not very good at it. But I was like, you know what? This gives me more modern vibes. And with that, I will say there's a lot of modern things in the base game, so I did manage to make this work really nicely. Now, it's funny because to me the pack is not modern, but there's a lot of modern pieces you'll definitely see as I kind of like pull them out and stuff, but things can definitely be modern. I don't know, I think you could go like one of two ways. Things could be like very modern, but then things could also be very, very traditional. I felt like it was easier to do modern because of the way I set it up, but you'll kind of see that when we get to the inside. But yeah, I'm just doing the back garden right now. I think it ends up looking super cute. I don't know, I spent a while on the outside of this house, but I think I was just kind of overthinking it a little bit. But yeah, something I want to do first is I want to talk about some things that I really like about the pack, and then I'm going to go into things that maybe I don't like so much, but I don't want to be like super negative. I'm definitely not like super upset with this pack or anything. I just feel like it's really nice to give my honest opinion, let you know what I think. And yes, so I'm going to start off with stuff that I really did enjoy about this pack. Now, number one, I think personally it does actually go really well with the base game. Now, I feel like this could maybe be like a debatable thing because there's aspects to it. I feel like a lot of the objects do work really nicely, and when I was pulling things out, I was like, you know, nothing looks super out of place. Like when I say that I want it to go with the base game, I want to be able to pull out the objects and they don't look like they shouldn't be with the base game, if that makes sense, because a lot of objects in base game I feel like are super outdated, which is definitely something that needs worked on. Like we definitely need like a refresh of some things, but with this pack I actually felt like everything flowed together very, very nicely, and I was not disappointed at all by that. Like I was forcing things to go together. As you can see, I used this like cabinet, which is like a TV stand from the base game, and to me that kind of modern vibe went really, really nicely with this pack. And even though I don't think they were trying to take that modern approach, like I was saying, I feel like it's very easy to go for that modern vibe and not have it look super out of place, which I love, because I think there's definitely two ways you could go, and I went modern, which is definitely not really me, so I was very surprised about that. But I'm really glad because I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I was really happy about that. Now, another thing I really love about this pack is the rugs. Now, there's technically two rugs, and that's this big fluffy rug that I've got right now, and then there's like this little rug that I ended up using outside. You might have seen it, it was like next to the hot tub. Those are technically the two rugs. Now, there's also two like picnic blankets, and you can snap objects to them, so they're like functional. And one of them is like a bear skin. Now, at first I was like, whoa, no, I can't just have a bear on the floor. But it does say no animals were harmed in the making, so that does make me feel a little better. I think it's meant to be like a faux bear. Like, it's not a real bear. It's made out of like a teddy. It's just like a toy bear. It's just like for the looks. And there's this really cute swatch. There's this cute pink swatch, and it's so cute. Like, of course, take out the like it being super morbid, because it's faux. It's fine, guys. Don't worry. Like, nothing was harmed. But I think it's so cute, and something that we do not have in the game. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I cannot fault it. Like, that's so cool. I was like disturbed and like, whoa, that's cool. Like when I seen it. But yeah, I'm very glad it's full, because even in The Sims, I think I would cry if I had that on my floor. So yeah. Now, something else I really like is the rugs. The rugs, Hannah, did you not just say? Did you not just say? I just say the same thing again. I'm like, the rugs. No, the beds is something that I really like. We got 3 beds. Now, unfortunately, if you don't buy before, I think it's September or something, maybe like 9th or something, you unfortunately don't get one of the beds because it's an exclusive item, which I hate. I honestly don't like that they do that. I think it's kind of unfair. Like, there's so many things I've missed out on because of that, and I hate it. One of them being the LED lights from high school years. I will absolutely never get over that. I would probably hate EA just to give me those LED lights. Like, I want them so badly. But yeah, there's 3 beds, and one of them is of course the iconic Love Heart bed, which is based off of past Sims games, which I know everyone was super excited about. And then one of them is like a very like basic bed, but it fits in very nicely. You will see all of these beds because there's 3 bedrooms. I haven't even spoken about this house. There's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and one of them's an ensuite. But yeah, there's all 3 beds used in this build. And then the last bed is kind of like a very messy, it looks like not a blow-up bed, but it looks like a pull-out bed. And it's very messy. It's got like the cover hanging over. It kind of looks like custom content, which I absolutely love. And it's really cute. It's got a tiger on it. The swatch that I used has a tiger on it, and it's so cute. I am obsessed. So there's that. And then that's all the beds, but I think personally that like the one that I just spoke about, unfortunately the exclusive one, is one of my favorite beds. I think that is going to be like my favorite bed for teenage bedrooms. I really hope it kind of isn't, because I hate that I'll be using something that's inaccessible to people, but also I really do like it. But the other beds are so cute as well. You'll see some really cute swatches. I don't know if I show them all. I definitely show me putting the bed down, so you might see me kind of scroll through them. But yeah, I really like all the beds. Now, another thing I really like is that there's a penthouse in this world. And I kind of thought we were going to get apartments, which I will go on to later, but we got a penthouse, and I'm very excited about that because we only have 2 penthouses. And so I'm so excited to have another one, and I'm definitely going to be building a penthouse, because how can I not? Like, if anything was going to inspire me to build a penthouse, this is it. Because yeah, we never really we never get penthouses. I think there's literally only penthouses in Samai. So this is crazy. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to build a penthouse. Like, definitely expect that to be coming out soon, because I'm so excited for it. Now, I want to talk about some things that I'm not too keen on, and this is just my opinion, so please, like, don't take anything too serious. If you really love something that I don't, or if you don't agree, that's completely fine. Like, I am so happy. Like, I'm honestly happy to change my opinion as well, and like, this is just kind of like my initial thought. So yeah. Now, one of them being very fitting, because we're doing the kitchen right now, I was disappointed that there was no kitchen set. Now, I'm going to be honest. In my opinion, when getting an expansion pack, there should always be a kitchen set. Now, I understand why we didn't, because this is definitely more gameplay targeted and kind of similar to like High School Years. High School Years I absolutely adore, like one of my favorite packs, and we didn't get a kitchen set with it, because again, it was more gameplay orientated, but also it was aimed around like teens, it was aimed around bedrooms. I understand that, I get that, but you know, also expansion packs are kind of expensive, so like, I sort of just expected there to be one, and when there wasn't, I was kind of disappointed. But at the same time, I do get it. Like, I completely understand why there wasn't, but I think it would have been so nice to have one. I think they could have done something really, really cute with it. Which leads me on to kind of say that I think they should add a few more base game ones. Now, I know we do have a few base game ones. We have the ones I've used, which I really, really like. We've got like the basic wooden ones, which are always a really, really good one for like suburban homes. Also apartments, they're really good for. And then we have the kind of like plasticky looking ones as well that are very like glossy. And they're all very different vibes, and I do like them very much, but I don't know, I feel like we maybe need a refresh. I think that would kind of help for me to like not feel so sad about getting them in this pack. Like, see if we just got introduced to like just a few like basic little ones. I feel like that would be so nice. I don't know if that's something they would do. I think that they more like to go in and kind of refresh items that we already have. But yeah, I definitely think that would be a cool thing if possible, but of course if not, I get it. But yeah, that was something that I was kind of sad about. But again, I do get it. I'm just like, you know, we have gotten kitchen sets and kits, and kits were only like what, £5. So to get like not one and like a £40 expansion is a bit like, oh, I don't know. But I'm not gonna complain. Like, again, I do completely get it. It's just one of those things. You know, to be fair, kits don't come with a lot of items, so I guess it's not a fair comparison. But anyway, something else that I wasn't like too keen on would have to have been the fact that things don't match amazingly. Now, by that, what I mean is, I had spoken about earlier, like how you could go for two vibes. You could definitely go modern, or you could go like suburban. Now, although I love this and I think it's really good and I like that it works that way, because it gives you like the choice, I will say that I do like when things match. I feel like things, I don't know, it just feels right when things match. And there's a lot of packs that we have where things do match really nicely. For example, like I'd say like Vampires is a game pack, not an expansion, but all the furniture that's in it goes together really, really well, and like everything looks like it should go together. It's very coordinated, whereas in this pack we don't get that vibe. I kind of felt that way for like For Rent as well. Like in For Rent, I think they did a little bit better at keeping things together, like grown together. They kind of did the very like modern versus suburban in the same pack, whereas For Rent they kind of dialed it down, but I feel like they still did it in For Rent, and I feel like it's something that they've been doing recently, and I don't know if I love it. Like, part of me is like, you know what, it's actually quite good because it gives you a chance to explore new styles. It gives you a chance to be like, okay, well maybe I don't like how these go together, but maybe I'll like it with a different item. It kind of definitely steers you away from your usual stuff because you're forced into kind of like choosing what you want to do, choosing like exactly how you want things to be, exactly what items you want to use. But at the same time, I do love to have a pack, so it's kind of difficult. I don't know, that might be like an unpopular opinion. I think I have heard a few like Summers mention it, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just one of those things. It's definitely based off of your preference, but there's a lot of chairs that we got, for example, and to me, they don't match each other, like at all. And they did that in Grown Together. Things didn't really match at all. And I didn't really get it. Like, I feel like in your expansion packs, you don't get loads of items, so I feel like it'd be better to just make them match. But then at the same time, maybe they're trying to stay away from that. But like, for example, again, a game pack, but Dream Home Decorator, for example, like with that, they made everything match like really, really nicely, and I feel like they have not done that in a very long time. Actually, I know a pack where they do it really well. Eco Lifestyle, everything matches like amazingly, like so well. I feel like everything goes together, whereas like with this, everything doesn't really go together. But again, I feel like they were maybe kind of going for that vibe, and to be fair, I managed to make it all work in the one house. So I don't know if I can maybe confidently say that then, if we're gonna talk about it. I don't know if I can even say that. And now the only other thing that I kind of had like an issue with was that there's no new apartments. Now this, I was gutted because there's apartments around the world, but they're not accessible. They're like just shells. And that makes me so sad because like, why can't we build in them? I don't know, I feel like that could have been so nice when we could have had that, but they just like did not do it. And that kind of makes me sad because I I love apartments, like they're one of my favorite things to build in, and unfortunately that just wasn't something that we ended up getting, which I totally get. Like, I know that it wasn't the vibe they were going for, but I feel like even if they just gave us like one or two, that would have been so nice. But yeah, that's definitely just not the route they went down, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, I was kind of like disappointed by that. I really hoped that that was something we get, but yeah, unfortunately we did not. But anyway, that does not take away from the fact that I do love this pack. I think it's beautiful. There's a lot of amazing items, and I don't know, I feel like although I may have like negatives, I do definitely still have a lot of positives, and it doesn't make me hate this pack at all. Like, I really like it, and I think I will be using it a lot. It is definitely easier to make things match, as I said, like when you have other packs, but I don't know, I'm just excited to explore this with the other packs, see how it kind of goes. I definitely want to do like a few more, maybe like pack restricted ones, just to see how I can make things look maybe in a different vibe. Maybe if I am going for more of a traditional like stance, I can kind of see how that turns out. You'll definitely have to let me know, and also let me know what you think of the pack, because like we probably have like complete different opinions. Like, let's be honest, no one has the same opinion of anything. That would be super boring if so. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about the family dynamic, because I've not spoken about it, and I know that this video is more about the pack, but I feel like it's nice to talk about the dynamic. And also, you know me, I always get too invested in my storylines. So this is of course a family home, and we're looking at like a medium-sized family. We're looking at about 4 Sims. So consisting in this house is 2 parents. Are you surprised? I didn't think too much into the parents, as I usually am. I don't know what it is with me and parents. They just never invest me. They never pull me in. I'm just like, okay, some parents. But anyway, we've got 2 parents now. I do imagine they're like madly in love, because we have like all sorts going on in this room. I was trying to use like as many items that maybe I hadn't used yet, so that would be like the bed. I end up using this like picnic kind of rug thing, which I thought was so cute, just so cute. And I do end up using the costume bag, and I'm going to refer to it as the costume suitcase. And that's as far as I'll go, because I don't want to I don't want to say too much. If you know, you know. But anyway, I gave them like this really cute ensuite. It's kind of like open, like there's no door. I really like the way this looks. This actually is more common, I think, in like more higher end homes. Like, you're more likely to have a bathroom that doesn't actually have a door. You'll have to let me know what you think about this. I thought it was very cute. I've never done one like this. I was kind of playing on my little modern vibe. But yeah, anyway, we've got 2 parents, and that's kind of like their vibe. And then we have 2 kids, which are actually teenagers. Now, I was thinking 2 girls, but honestly, I think you could do a girl and a boy if you wanted to. You definitely just have to go with what you think works. I actually never ended up using those little ceiling lights that I just pulled out, those like little sparkly ones. Don't worry, this is like not the only build I'm going to be doing. There's a lot of objects I did not use. I'm definitely going to be playing around with this pack, with this world, and making more, because I really like this pack. I think there's so many cool things I can do, so I'm really excited. But anyway, yeah, so there's 2 teenagers, and I'm thinking they're around the same age. They're not twins or anything. I was thinking maybe like it depends what you guys like consider teens. I always think when I talk about my teens, I'm thinking like ages like anything that could range between like 14 and then like 17, because I feel like that's like general sort of high school age, so I feel like that works the best. I don't know, what do you guys think? I I was thinking for these two teenagers that they would maybe be the ages of like 15 and 16, maybe like, you know, they're in that older category. But yeah, I made their rooms so cute. You've already seen one of them and you're going to see me do the other one. The next one is the one that I'm not too sure if it's like a boy or a girl, but honestly, I think it could be either. It's super, super cute either way. But yeah, with this room, I tried to clutter it up as much as possible because it was tiny. Like, this room's tiny. You can probably tell. There's that little costume. That little costume thing. But yeah, you can tell it's very, very small. But here we move on to the last bedroom. Now, this bed, when I tell you, like as I was saying, I think I'm going to use this in teens' bedrooms all the time. It's so cute. I just can't. Like the tiger, guys, I just can't. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. By the way, you might notice I'm kind of a sucker for like taking wallpaper off of like two walls and then just putting a blank like paint. I don't know why I do that. That's how my house in real life is. Like my room right now, I've got one papered wall and the rest is paint. And like in my living room, I have like 3 painted walls and then like a wallpaper wall. I think that's just my vibe. I think a lot of people do it, right? It's not just me. It's not just a me thing, right? That would be weird. But anyway, yeah, I do that a lot. And I decided to take this room as an opportunity to use the bear rug that I was on about. It's full, guys, don't worry. No bears were harmed, no animals were harmed. I made sure to check the description of the Sims, what would it be? The Sims catalog? The Sims catalog. And it says it, so it must be true. But yeah, I thought this was so cute. It's a really cute rug. Like, if it's full, it's so cute. But yeah. Oh, here's me also discovering this little table. I kept just kind of finding things and I was like, let me just like pop it in, you know, why not? But yeah, I definitely couldn't use everything. I'm gonna have to do a community lot because we got some really cute bars. Like, we got this really cute like pink bar and yeah, we're definitely gonna have to like be building a community a lot so I can show that off. Now, I am just going to take this little moment because we're coming to the end to let you know that I do actually have a shell challenge that I'm doing at the moment if you want to participate. Now, all of the information is over on my Instagram, so that is just over at iHanza on Instagram. There will be a link in the description to all of my social media, but if you want to take part in it, please feel free. The deadline is not until the 12th of August, I believe. I think so you've got plenty of time, and yeah, I just thought I would let you know in case you want to participate. The top 10 winners will be featured over on my Instagram, so it's pretty fun. But we are actually coming to the end of this video, so I do just want to say a massive thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure to comment down below, let me know what you think of this pack and any builds you want to see me do next with the pack. But thank you all so much. I really appreciate it, and thank you for even getting this far in the video. Please stay for the screenshot so that you can see the build in all of its glory. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!